So let's solve this problem. So the question is complete the table of values for y is equal to x cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1. So they have already given so many values for x and y so far, so we just need to figure out values for just two x values. One is like when x is equal to 0 and other one is x is equal to 3. So let's substitute for x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0, our function equation becomes y is equal to 0 cube by 3 minus 0 square plus 1. So that means this is 0, this is 0, so the remaining thing is just 1. So we can write 1 here for y when x is equal to 0. Okay, then now let's do when x is 3. So that means y is equal to 3 cube by 3 minus 3 square plus 1. So 3 cube by 3 is 3 square, 3 square minus 3 square plus 1. So 3 square gets cancelled, then the remaining is again 1. So for x is equal to 3, again the value for y is 1. Okay, now let's plot it. Let's plot it on the graph paper. So here they are asking us to plot it between minus 1.5 and 3, the x values. So that is already given here, like minus 1.5 to 3. So we just need to figure out those points and plot it on the graph. So the first 3 points have been plotted for you. That means 3 points have been plotted. Let's see which all points are plotted here. So the first one is, yeah, so minus 1.5, and minus 2.38, it is plotted here. Okay, then minimizing it a bit so that we can see everything in one page. Okay, so here there is first point when x is equal to minus 1.5, y is minus 2.38, and when x is minus 1, y is minus 0.33. So that's plotted here. When x is minus 0.5, y is 0.01, that is also here. So let's do from 0 onwards. So when x is equal to 0, when x is equal to 0 means it's on the y-axis. So y is 1, so that's very easy for us. We just mark a point here. Then we have x is 0.5. So x is 0.5 is like between 0 and 1, so it's somewhere here, and the y value is 0.79. So each line between, how many lines are there? Let's check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So is it 10? 0 to 1 is divided by 10 equal divisions, so 0.79 will be like almost like 0.8. So that's somewhere here. Okay, and then when x is 1, the value of y is 0.33, so that is 1, and I will go up 0.33. So 0.33 will be, this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, so just above the third line. So I'm just assuming it's somewhere here. So excuse me. Okay, the next one is 1.5. So for 1.5 it's minus 0.13. So just here, somewhere here, because the first line is minus 0.1, so just below that. Then when x is equal to 2, it's 0.33 minus 0.33. So we already have a 0.33 here. So on that line somewhere here. Then when x is 2.5, y is minus 0.04, so that's like somewhere very close to x-axis. Then when x is 3, the value of y is 1, so that's like up here. Okay, so I'm trying to plot this graph now. I'm just trying to connect all these lines. May not be that beautiful, but I'm just trying my best to look it as smooth as possible. So I'm drawing this. Okay, yes, so I plotted the function. So this is what it is. The function y is equal to x cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1 between the points x is x minus 1.5 and x3. So this is the window we are using right now. So let's go to next question. So we are done. We already scored how many marks? We scored 2 marks for a table, then we scored 4 marks for our plotting the function. So we already have 6 marks. So let's see what is in the next page. So this question is not yet over. So there's a question C. Let me okay, fine, I zoomed in. So they're asking, using your graph, solve the equations x cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1 is equal to 0. So what is it saying? The function x cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1 is equal to 0. The function is equal to 0. That means the value of y is 0, and we have to figure out the value of x at that point. So I'll go back to the function. We already plotted the function. This is x cubed minus x square plus 1. And what they're asking is when this function is having the value 0. So I think this function is crossing x-axis at 3 points. So one is here, the other one is here, and the third one is here. So they has 3 values. So you can see that it's a third degree function. There is an x cube, so it will have 3 possibly it will have 3 solutions. So the first one here, it is x is, it's like not minus 1, so it's like 0.9. So I can keep it as 0.9, maybe 0.9. Yeah, I think it's 0.9. So I'm just marking that. So this is minus 0.90. That is first point, and here it is. Okay, I'm just putting it at 1.40, so it's almost 1.4th line, 1 2 3 4, so it's like 1.4, and here it is just more than 2.5, so I'm just writing it as 2.550. So we got the solution. The first one is minus 0.9, the second one is 1.4, and third one is 2.55. So I just going to write it down in the next page. So what was the first one? You remember? I need to go back again. The first one is minus 0.9. So minus 0.9, and the second one is 1.4. Second one is 1.4. And the third one is 2.55. So third one is 2.55. Okay, good. That is first one. So we got the solution to this. Second one is interesting. See, this is like x cubed by 3 minus x square plus x. So something is new here. They have introduced something new here. There is a plus x added to the function, and one is already there. So I can rewrite this as x cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1 equals minus x, right? X cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1 equals minus x. So I'm writing it on the right side. So that is like, I plot the function y is equal to x cubed by 3 minus x square plus 1. I plot this graph first, so that we already plot, and then I plot y is equal to this one, y is equal to minus x, and we are looking for a situation where both these things are same. So now we have to plot this graph y is equal to minus x. So how will we plot that? So I'll go back to the original graph and see y is equal to minus x, if I can plot that. So for y is equal to minus x, so let's make the table x, y. So here the value starts from minus 1.5 to 3, so I'm starting from minus 1.5. So when x is minus 1.5, y will be 1.5. When x is minus 1, y will be 1. When x is 0, y is 0. When x is 0.5, y is minus 0.5. When x is 1, y is minus 1. When x is 2, y is minus 2. When x is 3, y is minus 3. So I got all the points. So for I'm using another color, I'm using yellow. For x is equal to 1.5 minus 1.5, y is here, so I mark that. X is equal to minus 1, y is 1, so that's here. Then when x is equal to 0, it's here, and so on. So 4.5, it's a straight line, so it will be something like this. So I'm going to draw the function. It's not very clear, I'm using another color. Going to draw this line starting from here, and it's like this, right? Yes, done it. So we got the answer. The answer is where it is crossing each other, so it's here. And what is the x value at that point? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll assume it's minus 0.6. So I'm writing that. That is the answer. So that is minus. So sorry, let me change. So minus 0.6. So we grabbed 5 more points, like 3 in the previous question and 2. So now we have 11 marks. So let's solve the part D. So two tangents to the graph y is equal to x cube by 3 minus x square plus 1, like our original function, can be drawn parallel to x-axis. Two tangents can be drawn parallel to x-axis. Write down the equation of each of these tangents. Okay, so let's see where that is possible. Two tangents which is parallel to x-axis. So I think there is one which is possible at 1, like when y is equal to 1, here, just marking it here. This can be a tangent because it's turning there, and the other one could be at this point when x is equal to 2. So at what points they are passing through? So one is like, okay, so at this point what we have to pay attention is, like these lines are parallel to x-axis, so it will have an equation y equal to the x value, so it goes through the y value, so it goes through 1, so the equation of this line is y is equal to 1. It doesn't have any gradient, so mx part is not there, gradient is 0 since it is parallel to x-axis. So the equation to the first line is y is equal to 1, and the second one is y is equal to, at 2, what is the value of y? So we just look at the plot graph, I mean the table. So at 2 the value of y is minus 0.33, so it goes to 0.33, so we just extend that line to make sure that it goes through line. So y is equal to minus 0.33. So I'll write it again. So the equations are y is equal to 1, first one. The next one is y is equal to minus 0.33. So that question is also over. Then second part, for 0 x greater than 0 and less than 3, so the values between 0 and 3, write down the smallest possible value of y. So let's look at the graph again. So it's again something like the smallest possible value. We know that it's taking a turn at minus this point, right? This point minus 0.33. So that is the smallest possible value of the y, 0.33. So that's it. We are done with this problem. And please do let me know if you have a doubt about this, how I solve this problem. If I need to explain something more, please write at the comment box. I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching.